are you doing, math learners? This is your free access math teacher Ash, and welcome to ML with Sir Ash. For today's lesson, we're going to discuss the most essential learning competency-based lesson for quarter 3 of the grade 7 mathematics, which is all about the fundamental ideas in geometry, specifically the undefined terms. Now, question is, what is geometry? Geometry comes from the two Greek words, geo and metron. Geo means earth and metrons mean to measure. Putting them together, it gives us the meaning Earth's measurement. So geometry talks about anything that we measure here in our planet. Geometry is the visual study of shapes, sizes, patterns, and position. It occurred in all cultures through at least one of these 5 strands of human activities: the buildings and structures, the machines and motion, the navigating and stargazing or astronomy, the arts and patterns, and measurement. Now, as you can see, both in this or all of these activities in our day-to-day basis, we always see geometry. Okay, now let's observe these particular geometric pictures. Now, these are a lot of pictures that shows geometry around us. As you can see, the first 2 pictures are pathway or pathwalk. The next picture is a curtain rod. We have here a design of a certain wall. We have here the night sky. We also have here the corner of our wall or our house. We also have the house itself. There is a geometry there. We have the frames in our pictures as well as the wall. All of these pictures applies geometry, or the geometry is applied within these things. Okay, now let's talk about the components of geometry: the points, lines, and planes. There are 3 what we call terms in geometry known as the undefined terms. These terms are known as the points, lines, and planes. We can give descriptions of these 3 terms. We also use these 3 terms to help us write definitions of other terms such as segments and ray. Now, the question is, why is it called undefined? It is because they can only be defined circularly, which means in terms of each other or in terms of themselves. Now, let's talk about these 3 undefined terms: the point, the line, and the plane. The point is like a star in the night sky. It is a little in a large, endless sky. However, unlike stars, geometric points have no size. Think of them as so small that they take up 0 amount of space. On the other hand, a line is like the edge of the ruler that never ends. Take a ruler and draw a line. Now, imagine that line kept going straight forever. The line you have is thick enough for you to see, but you need to imagine that your line is so thin that you can't see it. It has no thickness at all. That is a geometric line. Finally, a plane is a flat piece of land like a football field that extends forever. Imagine that you can pick the football field up and put it anywhere in the air that you like. You could turn it sideways or diagonally. A plane is just like a flat edge, like a piece of paper that has no thickness, just like the line, and extends forever. Now, these undefined terms are accepted without definition. In this lesson, the terms that we will use are the point, line, and plane. Let's talk first about point. Now, a point is usually represented by a dot on a piece of paper, a pinhole, and the tip of a sharp needle. It is so small that it can never be measured because it has no dimensions at all, meaning no length, no width, no height. Okay. It shows locations and it is named with 1 capital letter. For example, we have here points A, B, and C. Point A, point B, and point C. Easy, right? Now, a point indicates a position or location in space, as what I've said earlier. For example, in a Cartesian plane, point A is located in the coordinate 2, 6. Points are named using a capital letter and or coordinates. Easy, right? Now, let's continue. Look at this picture. The curtain rod, the pathway, and another path walk. This picture shows a representation of a line. Now, question is, what is a line? A line is always straight and travels forever, infinite in two directions. A line may be represented by the edge of a ruler or a piece of a stretched thread. It has no width, but it has length, which is infinite, meaning it extends infinitely. Okay, now, a line is an infinite set of adjacent points. Example, we have a curved line like this and a straight line that is just plain like this. It could be horizontal, diagonal, or vertical. Now, the question is, how do we name a line? We can name a line by just using 2 points. For example, as we can see in this figure, this line has the points A, B, and C. In naming this kind of line, we can use at least 2 points from it. We can name AB, AC, BA, or BC. Either way, they are talking on the same line. Now, you can also name a line by using a lowercase letter, single lowercase letter. For example, small letter m. Easy, right? So, you could use the 2 points on the line or a small letter that represents the line. Easy, right? Now, let's go to the illustration. As you can see, a line has 2 opposite arrows that indicates it extends infinitely in the opposite direction. The lines can be named in 2 ways. Hence, 2 points determine a line. For example, in this line, we could name them as line AB or a figure on top of AB, like this one, line AB. Or it could be line BA. Now, my dear math learners, remember that AB and BA are just the same if we are talking about line. Easy, right? Okay, now, let's continue. Lines are also named with a lowercase, as what I've said earlier, like this. This is known as line M. Let's talk about the relationship of points on the line. Now, when points lies on the same line, they are known as collinear points. Otherwise, if they don't lie on the same line, then they are called non-collinear points. As you can see here, points A, B, and C are collinear points because they lie on the same line. Now, look at this one. We have here points P, R, and Q. Now, these 3 points are known as non-collinear points. Why? Because we don't see that they lie on the same line. Easy, right? Now, let's continue. What is the definition of collinear? Basically, the word collinear means that it lies or they are the set of points on a given line. Okay? So, as you can see here in this figure, we have points A, B, C, and D as collinear points, and A and E are not collinear. Okay. Now, to make the long story short, collinear points are points that lie on the same line, and non-collinear points are points that do not lie on the same line. Example, we have here a star with points B, A, T, L, K, D, S, M, Q, and H. Now, the collinear points are B, A, L, K. That is B, A, L, K because they lie on the same line. Another is S, M, K. S, M, and K. Easy, right? Now, how about this one? Q, M. Where is that Q? We have Q, M, and an unknown. What can you guess? Very good. It could be point D or point B. Easy, right? Okay, now let's have the last one. We have T and D. T and D. So what could this be? Okay, that is point A or point S. Easy, right? Now, let us continue our discussion. How about non-collinear points? We have B, A, M, K. B, A, M, and K. Okay, so as you can see, these are not collinear points, though we can say that B, A, and K are collinear, but having one point that is not part of the line, then that violates the definition of collinear points, thus they are non-collinear. How about D, M, K? So D, M, and K. So as you can see, it goes sideways, right? From going down, then going up. So it is not collinear. We have Q, M. Okay, Q, M. So what could be non-collinear points for this one? Alright, it could be S, point H, or point K. How about this one? T blank D. So we have T and D. What could be non-collinear points for this relationship? So those are point B, point L, point K, point H, point M, and point Q. Easy, right? Now, let us go to our next set of pictures. Now, for our set of pictures, we have the example, the floor. So as you can see, the floor, as what I said earlier, it was the corner of the room, and this is your whole house. But in this picture, it pertains particularly on the floor. Okay, the wall and the ceiling. Okay, we have the wall and the ceiling. We also have the picture frame. Now, these pictures represents a plane. What is a plane? A plane is often represented by a flat surface. These plane surfaces are used to connect any two or more points on a straight line. The wall of the classroom, the top of the table, the surface of the chalkboards are examples of plane. Now, remember this, my dear math learners. A plane has no thickness and edges. It just has length and width. So it has length and width. So it has two dimensions. A plane is a set of points that forms a complete flat surface. That is the description of a plane. Now, as you can see in this figure, we have the plane ABC. So we have here 3 points on a given plane. You could also name a plane by using a single uppercase letter, like this one. This is known as plane R. Now, in naming plane, we can name 3 distinct points which are not collinear. Remember this, my dear math learners, not collinear for us to name a plane. For example, this is known as plane BDC because these 3 points are not collinear. Or a single Greek alphabet, for example, plane beta. Okay? Now, how much do you know? What are the basic terms in geometry? My dear math learners, let's just have a quick quiz. So I give you this problem for you to know and to go deeper in understanding the undefined terms. Determine the undefined term suggested by each of the following: the tip of a pencil, the top of a coffee table, telephone wires, the wall of a room, and the surface of the page of the book. Okay, you just determine whether it is a plane, a line, or a point. Okay, we also have another 5 sets of this. And now, we have some more definition or some more exercises. So, what is a point, what is a line, and what is a plane? The most fundamental concepts in geometry do not have precise definitions, but we understand their meanings intuitively. We say these concepts as undefined. Okay. I hope, my dear math learners, you have learned a lot of things on this given discussion. This has been your free access math teacher, Ash. And always remember, it is fun to learn mathematics if we are together learning. If you do have some questions about our topic, then feel free to put your inquiries in our comment section below. God bless, take care, and keep safe always. Congratulations, math learners, for arriving to this part of the video. If you think that this video have helped you, click that like button. And if you think that this channel can change the way you see mathematics, do not forget to click that subscribe button and notification bell. Thank you.